Be Sure to Cook. Welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today, we're going to do nothing but a vegetable. We're going to be making broccoli casserole. So stay tuned and let's do this. All right, we have about 2 cups of broccoli florets. And these were frozen, and I took them out, and I'm going to give them a quick rinse thoroughly through, just a quick rinse, and then shake them off to make sure we knock off all that ice and all that water and stuff that we're putting on it. Okay, we're going to be putting it into a glass dish, but we're going to spray this because we don't want to have anything sticking on here. I accidentally cracked this a couple of years ago, so I was very upset about that, and I don't want nothing else to happen to this at all. So I'm just going to lightly spray that with some nonstick spray. That's butter, guys. And then we're going to, for the rest of it, we're going to get some butter, which you can get like a half teaspoon of butter if you want. And then just drop little bits of butter all in the bottom of the pan. Okay, using that same bowl, I just wiped out the water and drained the water that was in there and wiped it out. I'm going to take some of my florets and I'm just going to cut them in half if they're too big. Because if they're too big, it just takes, away from the pan. You got to make sure everything's even. The ones that are looking kind of extra large, I want to cut those in half. Okay, so I'm just put my broccoli in here, and I'm going to season my broccoli because broccoli don't come seasoned. So the first thing we're going to add is all the flavors of the land that I call Mrs. Dash Blend. That goes really, believe it, I'm not going to lie to you. If you use some Mrs. Dash Blend on your vegetables, period, and a little bit of garlic powder and mix that in well, you might want to throw a little butter in there. You have the best vegetables in the land. Just any old regular garlic powder. If you got McCormick, you can use McCormick's garlic powder, any old garlic powder. Garlic powder, I love garlic, so I eat it anyway. The kind that is not the big brand name. It could be any brand name. It could be whatever. Just add a little bit of that, mix it. Even if you're cooking your vegetables or steaming them, do this, and you're like, oh my God, that's the best taste ever. Okay, when I started off making broccoli casserole, I made broccoli casserole like my mother-in-law showed me. And when she showed me, she used cream of mushroom, which it gave it a nice flavor, but I just wasn't sitting well with mushrooms and broccoli mixed together. It just wasn't giving me the flavor that I needed. So then later I thought, well, I'm going to make it at home myself because my husband loves it, but I'm going to tweak the recipe a little bit, and I'm going to use cream of broccoli. So I used cream of broccoli on top of broccoli, and I was like, yeah, but it still didn't give me that extra kick that I was looking for. So I switched up again, and I came up with years ago, I'm talking about years ago, back in the early 90s, I came up with cream of chicken. Cream of chicken sets this off. And if you make it this way, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to open up a can of cream of mushroom, and it depends on how big, cream of chicken. I got mushroom, I've got cream of chicken, I've got cream of broccoli on my mind, but it's cream of chicken. If you use this cream of chicken, if you don't like chicken or because it does have little bits of chicken in it, but hey, you can make a whole dinner with this. But hey, I came up with this years ago, and everybody was just using cream of mushroom. Everybody that I know, every recipe had cream of mushroom in it. Nobody had this cream of chicken in it until I made it years ago. I think I put it on my show once before, and you might see that, but I'm making it again for people, an update on that, because a while back, our sound quality, a whole bunch of stuff, we were having problems. Like today, I'm actually having a problem today with my mic, the mic man. Every so many months, our mic goes out, so we have to get a new mic and fix it all up. But I wanted to recreate this again and show you all. Little small amounts of butter on top of some of the broccoli. so it can melt down into it, because you want this to be really moist. You don't want it to be too greasy, but you only gonna, so that's your second half teaspoon of butter. So your first teaspoon went down at the bottom, your second teaspoon went onto the top. So you're doing 2 teaspoons of this butter. Okay, you're gonna need seasoned croutons, very good seasoned croutons. So get any kind you want, but they have to be a lot of season on them. You're gonna put these in a bag and you're gonna beat these up. Unless you're gonna use a whole bag and you just beat up the whole bag. This has gotta be fine. Okay, after I beat that into little fine pieces, I'm putting this to the side. Now I'm gonna get my cheese. You can use cheddar cheese. You can use any type of cheese you want. I like cheddar cheese, and I like 3 different kinds of cheddar cheese. Me personally, I like all the different cheddars. There are 3 cheddars in here. 3 different cheddars that you can get. You can get any kind of cheddars, but you can get regular sharp cheddar, mild cheddar. It's up to you, or if you don't like cheddar, you can use whatever cheese you want. Here is my cheese. I'm going to separate some of this cheese, because some of this cheese I'm going to make a crumble on top. I got a half a cup of cheese set to the side. Okay, so meanwhile, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the cheese on top, so I can get down there and melt with all that butter on top of that. And then I'm going to add, because this has to be in the middle, I'm going to add a can of, and I'm going to spread it like I'm spreading a cake. That's the way I do it. Most people probably like, how did she spread it like a cake? But I did, because it just keeps it held together. I do a whole 10.5 ounce can. Okay, then I'm going to take the croutons that I had chopped up really good, or beat really good with a hammer or whatever you can. And I'm going to take it, and this is about half a cup. And I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to spread it all around here like this. There we go. Look. Then I'm going to add more cheese on top of this. Yes. I got another teaspoon of butter. The whole pan comes with 3 teaspoons of butter. If you want a little bit more butter, you can use it if you want. If you want to do 4, that's fine, because sometimes it might dry up. Okay, I'm going to melt this in the microwave. Y'all want this completely melted. That other broccoli that I was telling you about, I'm going to put that down on the second layer of broccoli. Make sure you cover the pan good and well. And parsley for color. So you're going to just kind of mix this crumble together. Ooh, I got a lot of crumble, don't I? Want to make sure you combine all this together, because guess what, guys? My bowl might be too small, because you want to get all those flavors that you put in there, the Mrs. Dash, the garlic powder, because it makes like a little season mix. Then you're going to take that and you're going to put it on top, because this is all going to melt and get down in there, because that butter is still in that bread mix, so it won't do a lot of burning. And you got to watch this. You can put aluminum foil on this and just let this cook until it gets nice. And you want to make sure this gets coated all over. And you want to make sure you coat where you don't leave out any of your broccoli. Okay, it's been in here for about 30 minutes, folks. Let's see if I can get this out without hurting myself. Oh, there we go. There's our meatloaf over here, getting cooled down. Okay, so this is very hot. This came out of the oven, and I got my little mint, and I'm gonna take this off, and it's still bubbling. Yay, look. Okay, this is still hot, but I just want to show you all guys what it looks like inside and what you're gonna get. So here is, I'm just gonna take my, ooh, it's so hot. Hold on, let me get, because I can't hold this. This is gonna burn me. It just came out. So I'm just gonna hold it like that because, and then I'm gonna scoop out. Let's look at that nice crust. Look at that there going in. Oh, look inside there. Look, you got all your good cream and everything in there that came out perfect. And then you got the chunk of the bread, and look, you still got, oh, look at that. There we go. Okay, hey, when you're cooking casserole, especially broccoli casserole, you really got to watch it because you don't want to overcook your broccoli. Some people like to overcook their broccoli and it'll turn mushy and nasty. You still want that good crunch on it, but you still want it done. And if you don't like that good crunch, just keep on cooking it and you can get it just like you want it. I happen to like it was got a little crunch to my broccoli and it ain't overcooked. So this is a perfect dish for any side dish that you can, for dinner. You can eat this for dinner. Now, let me tell you another trick. Say you just wanted to eat this broccoli and you just didn't want to make a whole dinner. You can take some thin chicken breast and you could also cook that, put that chicken breast down and level that just like, layer that, I said level, layer that just like you do a casserole. Put that in the oven, use more of your soup mix, and you'll have a great dinner. I want to thank all my subscribers for coming and even watching this. And guess what? I didn't make this casserole alone. We did this together, you and me. We did this together. And we can do plenty more dishes. Nothing like good old homemade broccoli casserole that you can have with any dish, any side dish. Hey guys, come back. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want you to also come back so I can see you again next time. See you later. Bye.